Good morning. This is Scott. Welcome to the meditation live stream. I hope that you're doing well. I hope that you're in good space. And I'm doing pretty well. I just I feel like I woke up a little bit kind of with congestion in my throat a little bit. So where I live, there is quite a number of colds and stuff going around, and so welcome to the meditation live stream. Here on my channel we work with meditation. We work with a particular technique that helps with today's world, and I'm one of the pioneers out there. Very small contribution, yet important, I think, to us who are really true practitioners, people that really get it, so to speak, people that are wanting a better world and are a part of that process and want to have better connections with themselves and others, and not to escape suffering, but to embrace life from the divine perspective, or the divine spark that's in themselves and in life. And so that has got me thinking about stuff, and so I'd like to give a little bit of a brief talk before we practice. Over the past few days, maybe a couple of weeks, since finishing a book, especially since this past weekend, I finished a book on the personality disorders, the sort of the cluster B personality disorders like narcissism and bipolar disorder, things like this. It was very interesting to me to get another take or a perspective that I haven't quite considered over these years. I work in a helping profession where you can encounter all different kinds of health concerns, and some of them can be sort of these mental health concerns, particularly people that have diagnoses like that I before just mentioned. And I've been thinking about the nature of how to help people navigate their experiences more. I think a lot of people are conditioned by a device rather than others, especially young people. This is a concern I have sort of as a fatherly type figure for young people, that they're not connecting with others. They're connecting through a device, through the screen or through the AI. So they're not really conditioned by human means, sort of like an extension of like a technological mean of connection rather than human conditioning. So you're not really picking up or calibrated, so to speak, to notice someone with like a mental health concern right away. And I think that this is the real concern, is that if there's such a rise in mental health problems, and maybe there's not enough counselors or professionals to help deal with that, you'd have to ask yourself, what is the reason why there are more concerns than previously, and what's the remedies to help with mental health? And first, I think we need to be aware of people that have a need. And in order to do that, you would need some connection to the things that we do here on my channel. You would need some connection to your body, to your emotions, to your mind, and to your relationships to notice when someone is in need, to be able to identify that. So we have our work cut out for us. So I think, there's no shortage of need of like practices that can help, and this is one of them. So I think that that's good for now, and I'll be brave and talk a little bit more about the nature of evil tomorrow. So, starting practice, we're going to begin with our eyes closed and tuning inside. And we'll begin with noticing the sensations of your body. You can feel your body's temperature, tingling and pulsing, sense of aliveness. You can feel your body's contact with the earth underneath you, your connection with the planet. And we can begin the practice of feeling and softening with the planet on the in-breath, feeling ourself, feeling our body. And then on the out-breath, softening down through your body and into the earth. And the softening and the melting can be like this warm, healing honey that cleanses, heals, purifies, and makes whole as it travels down through your body and then into the earth, where the earth receives that energy and recycles and transforms it. And with each cycle of breath, you get a little bit closer to your body, and you melt just a little bit deeper into the earth. Very good. Then bringing your attention up into your heart, feeling your heart space. You can imagine as though you're breathing directly in and out of your heart. On the in-breath, feeling your heart. And then on the out-breath, softening and expanding your heart. And coming in contact with your emotions, you can notice what's present for you emotionally right now. And without making your emotions right or wrong, good or bad, just allowing yourself to feel a little bit in a shared space. You could be feeling any of the 5 main cardinal emotions, giving your life direction, like anger, sadness, fear, joy, or shame. You could also be feeling numb, which is another valid emotional experience. And just allowing yourself to feel a little bit together. Very good. And then bringing your attention up now to your head, feeling your head on the in-breath. And then on the out-breath, softening in and around your head. If you'd like, you can breathe into your third eye space between your eyebrows, or your crown, the top of your head, whichever feels correct for you. And just feeling and softening in and around your head. coming in contact with your thoughts, you can notice how busy or active your mind is. Without and without pushing or pulling on your thoughts, you can just allow your thoughts to come and go like clouds in the sky, just not getting involved with thinking. And if you notice that you get pulled into thinking, which can happen, you can always come back to feeling. Coming back to feeling your body's contact with the earth, feeling your spine, and just with a sense of connection to the earth for grounding and for anchoring as a remedy for overthinking. Very good. And from here, we can gently open our eyes. And keeping your eyes soft, we can take a moment together and appreciate the work we did with our eyes closed. And we'll practice now in the shared space, the space of outside and inside. And on the in-breath, feeling around you, the space around you. And then on the out-breath, feeling the space inside you. And just noticing the distinction, feeling outside on the in-breath, and then inside on the out-breath. Great. And then from here we can add in qualities, if you like, to the practice. Qualities of love, compassion, gratitude, forgiveness. On the in-breath, feeling love, compassion, gratitude, forgiveness around you. Sort of radiating out of you into the environment. And then on the out-breath, love, compassion, gratitude, forgiveness toward yourself. And just practice sending and receiving love, compassion, gratitude, and forgiveness. From here we can set our prayers and our intentions for the day. I'll be quiet so that you can do yours. May this work that we do transform our life, offering up healing and blessings, and ripple out into the community, transforming culture and our systems. Amen. Very cool. Very, very, very cool. Thank you for joining me. Have a great day, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.